Hi everyone, I'm Matteo Collina, Platformatic co-founder and CTO, and I'm going to demo today one of the best features that we ever shipped as part of Platformatic Cloud and Platformatic Enterprise. So let me ask you a question, okay? Were you ever in the situation where you were using a microservice or a service developed by another team and suddenly everything stops working? Why, you might ask? Well, it's because they changed their API without telling you. This is one of the biggest problems of developing distributed systems, right? If one party changes their API, the other service needs to be updated. So how do you solve this? How do you communicate this up? Well, traditional systems involved communicating with doing architecture sessions or schema first, API first design, massive meetings over meetings to discuss APIs, and then in practice everything fell short and everything broke down, mostly because we ended up having shipping a breaking change anyway. So how can prevent this? And we ask a lot that question quite heavily. And well, you know what? Let me show you. So we have tiny composer service, Platformatic Composer DB and service system here, and we can see that we have a bunch of things running. We have a few routes. Movies is from our tutorial. Then from our Platformatic DB service, we have an example route and we have a learner thrown route, which, these are basically three services that calls each other. And if we run this up, you can see that we get hello Nakamoto, and here we have more or less hello Fubar. Cool, right? And there is a third service that I'm not showing, which is the Nakamoto service. And let's look into things. So we have a service system. We have main, which is our Platformatic Composer, which exposes the movie service and the learner throw service. And then we have this service called Bewildered Nakamoto, that it's a Platformatic service, and it's exposed OpenAPI, of course, and it has essentially one single route, which is /example, which returns Fastify example, which here is written Nakamoto. Learn Thrown actually consumes that service. It uses Platformatic client to get this done, and it's written here, and here it calls Platformatic service, and it has Bewilder and Nakamoto, OpenAPI, and so on. It exposes as Nakamoto. So here in our route, we can do request Nakamoto get example, which is the name of our route on the Nakamoto service. Okay. Seems about right. Everything is more or less working as expected. The example route is in fact added by the movie system just for completion. So just for showing that this example route here is the same concept as post foobar, and this is what is returning. We're calling example on the main route itself. How does it work? Okay, we can make a change. Okay, and here we change we go back to Bewilder Nakamoto, and we change this from hello to ciao. And git checkout -b rename to ciao, and we commit changed Nakamoto example to have ciao property, and ciao means hello in Italian. And git add-u, and we get and push. We push. And here we go, we create the pull request. And now that you are seeing this, first time it does a deploy to the Platformatic PR previews. So it's going to be deployed to Platformatic Cloud. And here we can take a look at the GitHub action that is running. It's doing npm install. It will go it will deploy the project, and then it will post some stuff. Note that the full workflow is composed by two jobs. One is the deploy, and the one is the calculate the risk. This is actually where the magic that I'm going to demo today will happen. In fact, we are going to be able to detect the change to the schema before it gets deployed, but more importantly, calculate how much traffic is going to be impacted by that change, and what services have been impacted and used by that. So let's see. Now the application has been deployed, and now we are calculating the risk, and the risk is calculated and it's posted on our PR. And as you can see here, we said that our application was deployed at this URL and is built from this commit. This comment will be kept up to date if we push more commits. We also detect that the get example route was modified in risk bewildered Nakamoto service, okay? And we can see what can be the entry point for this. So in fact, we see that we get a get learned thrown, get goes into Acme risk main, which is our composer, which gets rerouted to the learn thrown microservice, which then gets rewritten as get example and arrives at Nakamoto. And we can even zoom this thing here and move around. This is actually pretty neat because it allows us at a glance to know what are the changes in our services, so we can tell immediately what are the teams will be broken or will be affected, on what else we need to change in the system to detect this up. Note that we can also tell you that shipping this to main without any further change will likely detect that more or less 20% of the overall traffic to be broken and destroyed. So it's actually very, very powerful. It also detects the schema change. So show the JSON path and show that from chow we added chow and we removed hello, making it actually a breaking change. So it's actually pretty neat. I would say so. And I'm pretty excited because I have dreamed for this so long, and finally I have it. So yes, thank you for watching. Bye bye.